Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hold on, let me get over here to my live chat. See who's in here. Lisa, Sapphire, Very Mary. Are you sick, Mary? I hate to hear that. Prayers, hon. Kick back and take it easy. Hey, Cheryl, Yvonne. Nurse teacher, you finally are able to get into the chat. What in the hell was wrong? Was you locked out? Well, did everyone have a good weekend? It's cold here. It snowed again last night. Crap, I'm tangled up in cords. Let me try to get situated here. I've been looking for my glasses for 30 damn minutes. Can't find my spectacles anywhere. I like calling them spectacles. Like the old timers. Warm hugs from Michigan. Hey, Haley. Good morning to you and the baby. Cold snow on its way. Well, it snowed, Lisa, but over at the funny farm, the chicken's water wasn't froze. Larry McClare, welcome. Good morning. So we got a few things to talk about. Oh my gosh, somebody's come out with this dumb video claiming that Epstein is alive. We're going to take a look at the video. Now, this video was filmed outside of a mansion he has in New Mexico. So some people think that Epstein did not commit suicide, faked his own death. Some people think he was murdered. I don't know what to think. I actually think that he committed suicide and took the easy way out because he knew. He knew he was not going to beat all those charges. He was going to be gone forever. That's what I think. Oh, yeah. I read the other day his partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell, she wasn't allowed to be having a bra, soap, or anything. Afraid she might commit suicide. It's a good possibility. She's not going anywhere either. She's going to be in prison the rest of her life, too, I think. She'll be convicted. It was suicide, in my opinion. I think so, too. Now, I've looked at some autopsy photos, and we can take a look at a picture of his neck. Well, it's his whole body. And he's got a tag on his toe. Now, my hubby was like, well, that could be makeup. You know, he's got connections to, makeup artist and all that. And I was like, oh, hogwash. Hey, Melanie. So, hold on. Let me get off my YouTube thing so I won't be able to see the chat for a minute. Okay. So this new video surfaced. I'm going to have to get out of my freaking YouTube. Go to my history. Let me unplug my mic so we won't robot. Okay. It muted me. Now we got to share the video. We're going to watch the video. Let's see. Right there.
American billionaire Jeffrey Epstein allegedly killed himself in a New York jail. Rumors have long circulated whether he is actually still alive. ABQ Raw recently visited one of his properties located in Stanley, New Mexico. The property is located a half an hour drive south from Santa Fe, New Mexico. The ranch is over 10,000 acres with extravagant properties on the land, and it includes a state-of-the-art private airstrip.
Look at that.
Court documents detail many illicit parties and the who's who of the world's elite taking advantage of the Epstein Ranch invite-only affairs. It has been reported that underage girls were flown into the Zorro Ranch and sex parties occurred.
Sickos.
While we were on scene, a red truck approached the fence line and a gentleman rolled the window down. He observed the protest and raised his cell phone to snap some photos of the group. ABQ Raw filmed the video in beautiful 4K. The driver of the red truck had a striking resemblance to the recently deceased Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? It may be completely possible that he has ridden off into the New Mexico sunset.
Let's go back.
That he has ridden off into the completely possible.
We need to go back. Oh, crap. I want to pause it there. And
it may be completely. Jeffrey Epstein killed.
Okay. Right there. I wanted to pause it right there on that. Now, do you think if Jeffrey Epstein faked his own suicide, he's going to be rolling down the window, rolling up at his mansion, roll down the window, and snap some photos of some protesters outside of it? Or whoever it was. That would be so dumb. He would be in hiding. I can't believe people actually come out with crap like this. I mean, is it possible that he could have faked his own suicide? He had connections. Yes. He would have had to have paid off the coroner, all kinds of people. People at the jail, all kinds of people. Now, allegedly, his brother came and claimed his body from the morgue. And I believe it was took to Florida. He was buried in an unmarked grave. But, someone's going to go through all that trouble, fake their own suicide and stuff. They're not going to be pulling up outside of this mansion, rolling down the window, snapping photos. It's just not going to happen. And I don't think they look alike. Yeah, looks like he might have some gray hair. But you really can't tell much. Looks like they got different noses to me. Yeah. Let me get back to my YouTube chat here. Let me turn down the volume because if I had to mute it. Okay, so the volume's turned down. Oh, it's stinking ad. Lisa says, I mean, in my opinion, I think that is a dumb video. He's not going to be rolling down the window, taking pictures of these people outside of his mansion. Come on. Hey, Jason. Shine on. Southern Mom. So what do y'all think? Y'all think that's Jeffrey Epstein? Do you think he faked his own suicide? Or do you think he didn't commit suicide? He was murdered. What do you guys think? I think that video is a bunch of hogwash. But it was in the true crime section. I just wanted to share it with y'all because I just thought it was really dumb. Be a dumb thing for him to do if he did fake his own death. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. I didn't think it looked like him anyways. My opinion, Jeffrey Epstein's in hell right now, and the devil's poking him with the pitchfork in his butt. That's what I think. He would have had plastic surgery if he did fake his death. Exactly, Mary. What better way to make people think it's not him? I know. Like, how dumb would that be? Nurse teacher, I don't think he's dead, but I know that isn't him in that truck. Exactly. The hubby don't think he's dead either. Nurse teacher. I think he is, but probably never know. I think his little partner in crime, his madam, Ghislaine Maxwell, I think she's probably never going to get out of prison. I believe she's going to be convicted for sick crimes. I can't believe that she recruited young girls for him and participated in the orgies, whatever you want to call it. She would groom them, buy them things. Then she'd start to slowly, it said, like, show them, like, I guess, porn movies, undress in front of them, getting them ready for her and Epstein to abuse. She's one sick bitch. For real. She's disgusting. Her ass needs to stay there for life. Yeah, she is. She's disgusting. I don't even like talking about these two because it physically makes me sick. It really does. Anyhow, I just wanted to share that with y'all. What else was I looking for? Oh, yeah, I wanted to tell y'all something about Madeleine McCann. These German police, I'm telling you, I don't know what to think about them. They're always coming out with something. Now they've gotten some good British, some tips from some British tourists, some good tips. And they're going to be going to Portugal to do some interviews, gather some evidence. Let me get it pulled up here. It says the investigation into the disappearance of Madeleine McCann are becoming interesting. The German police investigating the case are reportedly eager to return to Portugal after receiving excellent leads from British tourists who were holidaying at the time. Prosecutors are becoming more and more confident that they will be able to charge prime suspect Christian Bruckner. Now, if they was to charge him and try him for murder, they only got one chance, from what I was reading. They won't be able to try him again. I guess they got some kind of double jeopardy law there, too. Okay, it says the 43-year-old convicted pedophile, Christian Bruckner, was extradited from Portugal twice for sex crimes against children. But the authorities investigating the disappearance there never considered he would be involved. Really? That's dumb. They didn't investigate properly. Christian was identified as a suspect in June. He is currently serving a 21-month sentence on an unrelated drug charge. He will be transferred to Wolfenbüttel in January to start to serve a 7-year sentence for raping a 72-year-old American woman in the same Portuguese resort where Madeleine McCann vanished. I can't believe they didn't pick him out and him a convicted pedophile, and he was allegedly in the area. They say, according to his phone records, he was right around the resort the night of Madeleine's disappearance. Okay, let me get back over to my own chat. 15 mils pumped into Maddie case by UK government. What about all the other missing UK kids who got virtually nothing? I know, it is amazing how some of these cases, like, they make headlines and some of them don't. There's so many missing children all over the world. It seems like, the cases from, missing kids from well-to-do families, they seem to make the headlines. I wish the German police would do something or shut up. I was thinking this morning when I was reading that, gosh, it's so tiresome following this case. They come out, with crap every day. Oh, they've got this, they've got that. I like to see some of this evidence that they have, so-called evidence. Now, a lot of people think that he's just a scapegoat. I don't know what to think. I mean, I think he's like a really good suspect if they really got some evidence to show he was in the area and stuff. If all that's true. I'm just wondering how long it's going to drag on. One thing's for sure, he's a weirdo, and I hope he never gets out of prison. He probably will. Because he is a convicted pedophile, and he will He will abuse another child or rape someone else. He abused his girlfriend's little girl, videoed it, took pictures. That's what I read. He was arrested for a domestic violence charge, and they got on his devices and found the images. And this was allegedly done it was done outside, like at a park. You know what I think they should do to all pedophiles? There's no rehabilitation. I don't think they should be allowed to live out among us people, normal people. Puts everyone in danger. British police dogs alerted 11 times in the McCann's apartment. Kate's clothes, a child's t-shirt, Madeleine's soft toy cuddle cat, and their car, which they hired 24 days after their disappearance. Mary, I'm glad you said that because I was watching a video of that dog alerting on the car. Good morning, Max. How are you? A dog's nose is hardly ever wrong. For real. Especially dogs that's trained like that. Something's really suspicious about those parents, too. I mean, like, who goes and leaves their kids in a hotel room, whatever you want to call it, apartment, and goes and dines, leaves their little bitty kids unattended? You're in a strange country vacationing. Now, I saw a map of the resort, and the restaurant they dined at was a pretty good distance away. It's very irresponsible what they did. Look what happened. Madeleine's gone. That just don't make no sense to me. The hotel, I think they had like a nanny service, like a babysitting service. It's just ridiculous. They should have been charged for that, leaving their kids unattended. That just don't make any sense to me. Vacationing in a strange country, and you leave your kids unattended and go wine and dine with your friends, who I've heard they were all swingers. I don't know if that's true or not. Sound like a bunch of weirdos to me. I think they had like someone that would go check on the children like every 30 or 40 minutes still. I mean, Madeleine's little siblings, I think it's like a little set of twins, wasn't it? Little brothers. They were little too. Makes no sense. Well, maybe they'll come out with some concrete evidence, finally charge him, or just shut up about it. I think it's going to be like the John Benet Ramsey case, never going to be solved. Never. Those parents should have been charged with something. Yeah. Well, a lot of people think that they gave Madeleine something to make her sleep so she wouldn't wake up while they were out. Some people think that because she's a doctor, Kate is. Some people think she gave her something to make her sleep, and maybe she got up and somehow got on the couch or something, fell off the couch and hit her head. And then they got rid of her body. Blood was found under the tiles in the McCann's apartment on the key to the hire car, which was alerted, and DNA belonging to Madeleine in the boot of the hire car. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good possibility that she did give her something to make her sleep. Because look, the dogs were alerting on the car, in the apartment, on things. And those dogs are trained. They're trained to alert the smell of decomposing body. Something's not right with them. And that book that Kate wrote, I've heard some of the passages in it, just disgusting. I can't believe anyone would write things like that about their daughter. She wrote something about a dream she had, and Madeleine had been basically, I guess, like raped and murdered in it, and she went into graphic details in the book, I reckon. Craziness. I sure wouldn't have done that, even if she did dream something like that. Hey, Samara, good morning. We're just talking about Madeleine and the freaking German police. Okay. Well, hopefully they get some new developments. What else are we going to talk about? Uh-oh. Oh, I was reading a headline. Mom of Audrey and Daisy star Daisy Coleman takes her own life 4 months after daughter's suicide. Oh, that's sad. We'll read that in a minute. I wanted to tell y'all about this piece of crap mom down in Tennessee who killed her toddler. Poor little thing. This happened in West Tennessee. Let me get out of some of this crap. Let me just look at the chat. There was a lot of evidence pointed to them. I think this is a police setup, personally. Yeah, I do too. I mean, because they're just dragging it on and on. They're always saying they got some evidence, and they really don't. They never say anything else. They just say phone records. Something's up with it. I think they're wanting this case solved real bad, and they're more than likely trying to put it on this guy. Anyways, I want to share this picture with y'all of this piece of crap woman, if I can get some of these ads took down. She's got a heart tattooed on her face. She killed her baby by scalding it in hot bath water. Let me get my notes here so I don't have to scroll. I can basically tell you the toddler died of severe burns caused by scalding bath water. 14-month-old boy, they've not released the name. Her name is the mother, or we should say monster, Lauren MacArthur, 27 years old. She was arrested in Coleman, Alabama, but returned to Obion County, Tennessee. Obion, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's been charged with child abuse and negligent homicide, which I think is bullshit that she was charged with negligent homicide. Negligent homicide definition, that is killing someone through reckless or negligent behavior. Hey, this is first degree murder. Anyone with half a brain knows that it's going to severely injure or kill a child if you put them in scalding hot water. That's what should be done to her. That poor baby. I could see her doing that in my head. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the pain this child suffered? Piece of shit. Let's see, what else does it say about her? Okay, so Union City police officers were called to Union City Baptist Memorial Hospital on November 10th because of a child who had been scalded by bathwater over 47% of his body. 47%. The boy was transferred to a burn unit at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock, where he died 4 days later. Police released no further information about their investigation. This piece of crap up here with a heart tattooed on her face. You don't got a heart, lady. You're a piece of crap. I hope she gets her karma in prison. I just cannot believe anyone would do that to a child or anyone else, to an animal or anything. What in the hell is wrong with people? I was reading this morning about 4 kids every day is abused and killed. 4 kids every day in the United States. Isn't that crazy? We'll have to follow this case and see what happens. I hope they're not going to be seeking the death penalty for negligent homicide. Those charges needs to be upgraded. She needs to be facing the death penalty, in my opinion. Okay, I can't even look at her face no more. That's disgusting. Yes, it's pathetic. Can you imagine how that kid was screaming? Can you imagine? 47% of his body. I'm not going to say what I hope happens to her. But you know what? People that do things like this to kids, she scalded him with water, that should be her punishment too. That's the way I feel about it. Really. Maybe they would quit. If they had punishments like that, then maybe people would think twice before they did this crap. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought there. I was looking for the next article here. That poor baby. My mind went to that. So we got another woman that's a monster here. Thank God these kids are alive, but she was abusing foster kids that she was fostering. Probably did it for money. Does nobody kick in on these foster kids? I mean, what in the hell is going on? In Missouri, this woman is facing 4 counts of felony child abuse after 2 young sisters in her care were found with multiple injuries, including one with a lacerated spleen and liver. Jennifer L. Chambers, 42. Hold up a minute. 42 years old and looks like that. I'll be 41 in January. Lady, you look rough, monster. Okay, so Jennifer L. Chambers, 42, took the youngest girl, whose age was not given, to Freeman Hospital in Joplin on November 23rd at the insistence of a third party who saw the girl, ashen in color, laying in a fetal position, in obvious pain with her abdomen distended, a probable cause affidavit says. Hospital staff documented interior knee bruises, bruises on the elbows, ankles, and forehead, a sore on an inner lip, healing wounds above the eyebrow and on the scalp, scratches and nail marks on the girl's face, a knot in the parietal bone, a rash that ran from her cheek down her torso and over her arms and legs. Jesus. Freeman staff had the girl flown to Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City, where doctors found internal abdominal injuries, included a lacerated spleen and liver. and the possibility of a brain bleed. At the same time, they contacted the Jasper County Children's Division for a welfare check on the older girl, who was 8 years old. Guys, hold on just one second. Okay. Says Children's Division staff were alarmed by an eye swollen shut and had this girl taken to Freeman as well. There, a Carthage police detective noted that he saw severe bruising from the nose to the outside of the eye socket, and the area was swollen around the approximate size of a golf ball. Goodness gracious. Additionally, the detective said he saw bruising on the other side of the girl's face in what appeared to resemble a palm print style pattern. Medical staff also documented 2 broken fingers and other fractures on the girl's left hand, and further bruising on her face, head, and neck. The 8-year-old was also taken to Children's Mercy in Kansas City. Okay, so this third party that told her to take that kid to the hospital, how come they didn't contact CPS or the police? I'm glad they insisted that take her to the hospital, but still, they should have picked up the phone. If you see something, say something. The detective wrote in the affidavit that Chambers told hospital staff that the girl falls a lot, but had no other explanation for their injuries. Staff at both Freeman and Children's Mercy told police that injuries were not consistent with the fall. Children's Mercy also said the injuries occurred recently. According to the affidavit, Chambers had told police she was nervous about bringing the girls to the hospital because of the possibility law enforcement might be contacted. But she's a coward. Chambers has had custody of the girls since 2019. One of the girls has a trach. She has one of those trachs. I can't pronounce the word correctly. And she requires special care. She is barely able to communicate verbally. Chambers was arrested on November 24th and arraigned last week. She has a bond hearing set for Wednesday. There was no update on the condition of the children. What a piece of crap. I forgot to plug my mic back up. Was nobody checking in on these foster kids? Like, I don't get it. Is it because of the coronavirus or what? Oh. Let me make sure I didn't mute myself. Okay. That's a bunch of hogwash. She don't deserve no damn bond. Beating up on a special needs kid, beating up on children, period. The one child can't even verbally communicate because she's got that trach. Uh-oh, my chat's froze. I'm trying to fix it here. Oh my gosh, there's quite a delay here. Oh, let me catch up. Hey, Hazel Basil, how are you? In California alone, an average of 100 kids go into foster care a day. And here's the sad thing. A lot of these people who foster kids are good people, but there are a lot that do it for the money. My uncle fosters kids. He's adopted a couple. He does it for the right reason. But he explained to me, they do give him money to do it. But you have to spend so much of that money, and it's quite a bit. I think it's like $200 or $300 a month on them, buying them clothes if they want a toy. But you have to spend so much of it on them and show the receipts. That's the way it is here in Virginia. And they come and check on the families. At least once a month, they come and check on the families. I know the pandemic's been going on. They still should have been checking on This family. She's been fostering these kids since 2019. She's probably been abusing them for a long damn time. Piece of shit. I'm still in shock that she's like 42 years old. It's like she's been rode hard and put up wet. Excuse me. Just the damn truth. Sorry, guys. I don't have much of a personality this morning. I had a horrible weekend. I've been having anxiety. And I'm a little bit mean. But I do hate freaking child abusers. I really do. I was abused as a child. It messed my head up. Still to this day. I know what it feels like to have some piece of shit like her abuse you and you little bitty. You know, I read these cases, it makes me feel like how they feel, like panic, you're terrified, my heart races. There just should be stiffer punishments for child abuse and child murderers. For real. It's like CPS does not do its job in this foster care system. They don't do their job. You know, this woman just didn't beat up these kids one day. She just decided what day was it, like November 18th or whatever, to beat up these kids. No, she had been abusing them for a long time. These kids had her fingernail marks on their face, one of them. Her handprint. Infuriating. It's submitted. We need to have more evaluations of home situations and put these children first. Yes. Oh, I forgot it's evening there, Hazel. Good evening. I always say good morning. Yeah, something needs to change. I mean, they need to just, do a lot of pop-in visits. You don't call and tell them you're coming. Of course, they're going to have everything in order. They need to just pop in. Things are just different in the state I'm in. They do visits like that. People that foster kids, they just pop in. Sometimes they're scheduled visits. Yeah, the punishment don't fit the crime. Just like that lady in Tennessee putting her baby in scalding bathwater, and they charging her with negligent homicide. That is not negligent homicide. It's first degree murder, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not an expert, but I looked up what negligent homicide means. And this is what it says: killing someone through reckless or negligent behavior. She knew exactly what she's doing. It's premeditated. It's first degree murder, in my opinion. Like an example of like negligent, reckless behavior would be like having a passenger in your car and you decide to drive really fast, go like 100 miles per hour. Or maybe you're drinking and driving and you reckon, you hit someone and you kill them. That is negligent homicide. Putting a baby in scalding hot bathwater, in my opinion, is not negligent homicide. That's just my opinion, but who am I? But if they had stiffer punishments, like, hey, you're going to put a baby in water and burn it, then we're going to put your ass in scalding hot water and burn you. That's the way it should go. I think she deserves the death penalty for that. And this woman or monster that was abusing these foster kids in Missouri, she deserves a life sentence. If not the death penalty. I prefer the death penalty for her too, but the kids are alive, so she just deserves a life sentence. What else were we going to talk about this morning? I think that's it. We'll look at the other true crime for a minute. Let me see if I can catch up my chat here. It's like seems to be really far behind. Okay. I was seeing some videos, something about Chris Watts, maybe a jury trial. I don't think that's going to happen. He might as well get over it. He's right where he needs to be. He's not going anywhere. I know his mom and dad thinks he is, but he's not. I mean, he admitted to killing his family. Of course, he just told them that. Because they traveled all that way to interview him. Oh, crap. He's a real idiot. Okay. I was going to read this about Audrey and Daisy star's mom takes her own life. Now, I don't know much about this case. I have heard about it, but I don't know the details. Mom of, Audrey and Daisy star, Daisy Coleman, takes her own life 4 months after daughter's suicide. Now, I remember when she committed suicide. The mother of Daisy Coleman, the 23-year-old activist who died by suicide earlier this year, has reportedly taken her own life. Oh, that's so sad. The Sun and the New York Post report that Melinda Coleman, 58, was found dead on Sunday evening. Authorities have not commented on the cause of death. Safe Bay, the sexual assault prevention group Daisy Coleman founded before her death, announced in a post late Sunday that Melinda had died of suicide. Melinda was a gifted veterinarian, devoted mother and wife, and talented bodybuilder, the Safe Bay reads in part. More than anything, she loved and believed in her children. In August, 23-year-old Daisy took her own life while on a FaceTime call with her boyfriend. When she was 14, Daisy was allegedly raped after a group of high school boys gave her an unknown clear liquid to drink. One of the teen boys allegedly raped her, while another recorded the assault on a phone. Later, Daisy was left outside on a porch in freezing Missouri temperatures. Seemed like I seen a movie that was based on a true story. It's just like that. None of the 3 suspects were convicted of the alleged sexual assault, and Daisy suffered harassment for years at school and online. She later became an activist for sexual assault awareness and prevention, and was one of 2 subjects in the Netflix documentary film Audrey and Daisy, about minors dealing with the aftermath of sexual assault. At the time of her death, let me remove this ad. Daisy Coleman had reportedly been fearful of an alleged stalker who was relentlessly harassing her. Friends told People magazine they believed the unidentified stalker directly contributed to her suicide. She would rather kill herself than let this man kill her, one friend told the magazine. Hours before her reported death, Melinda Coleman shared photos of her daughter and a message on Facebook. There aren't enough I love yous I could have said when I was holding your cold, broken, dead body. I held you like a baby anyway, my baby, Melinda wrote. The baby I held when you first came into this world. It has always been my great honor and joy to be your mother and best friend. Oh. I didn't realize that Daisy had committed suicide on FaceTime in front of her boyfriend. Oh my gosh, bless his heart. I know exactly how that feels. Exactly how that feels. Let me get back over to my chat. Prayers for that family. That's so sad. Let me get We got the suicide prevention ribbon somewhere. There's a lot of people that commit suicide around the holidays. It's a very depressing time for some. I know. I've been struggling with my own crap this weekend, and it's hard to deal with. It is when you struggle with mental illness. My PTSD and anxiety is, oh my gosh, about to kill me for real. That's why I don't probably sound like myself this morning because I've just been going through a lot. You just never know, what people are suffering with. I wish people would be kinder on here because you never know what someone's struggling with. I never got to watch that documentary. I had Netflix. I just canceled it though. I wish I had of though. Seemed like a good documentary. I'm wondering if if they know who this stalker is that was harassing her, if they could be charged with anything. I do believe people can drive you to do things, especially if someone's struggling. So sad. Prayers for that family. So many people are going through so much right now. It's a hard time. Let me see. Let me refresh my freaking YouTube here. Because it seems like there's a big lag. It is very hard, Lisa. Very hard. Well, oh yeah, channel members, before I forget about it, we're going to hold off on doing our Google Meets on Wednesday nights, and I'm going to do some channel members live streams because a lot of people can't come to those meets, or maybe they just don't want to, so I thought, well, I better do something where, like everybody can be there, So we're just going to do live streams Wednesday nights, probably around 8:30 or 9. Maybe we'll have some games. Maybe we'll just chit chat. Maybe I can get some people to come up, hang it out with me on the panel. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Since I got a minute. Oh, there was a missing rideshare driver. She's been found dead. I don't think they know a cause of death yet. This happened in Pennsylvania. She was found dead Sunday, I believe. Let me screen share it. I mean, it could have been. She could have had a heart attack or something. She's 58 years old. Eleanor, let me see if I can say this. Camacho, I think that's her name. Eleanor Camacho. She left her home off of South Cedar Crest Boulevard in Salisbury Township at around 5 p.m. Thursday to pick up a ride. When she failed to return home, she was reported missing on Saturday. Authorities found Eleanor inside her silver 2015 Buick Enclave at around 4:12 p.m. Sunday near Lumber and Turner Streets. She had only been a driver for both Uber and Lyft for a few months. The cause of death has not yet been released, and it's unclear whether she was working when she died. The family is waiting on reports that can confirm who got into Eleanor's car on Thursday. Yeah. I'm wondering if her purse was with her and stuff. Eleanor was a mother of 4 and was expecting her first grandchild. The case is being investigated by both the Allentown and Salisbury Township Police, as well as the Lehigh County District Attorney's Office. Crazy. Crazy how people just I don't know. They're here 1 minute and then the next they're just freaking gone. It's crazy how that works. It's sad. So sad. Lucy and Bill's Adventures. I know exactly who you are. Oh, Uber is scary. Hey, Austin. I've been alone for about 2.5 years. This will be the third holiday season without my wife. I get very depressed. Everything is meaningless now. No one to hold and kiss. It's just not the same. Austin, prayers. Well, you don't have to be alone on Christmas. Let's see, Christmas night. Yeah, probably Christmas night. I'm going to do a live stream because I figured, there'd be some people by themselves and they might want to come hang out and chat. Try to do a stream in front of have the Christmas tree behind me. I want to wish a happy birthday to a lady who was born in the same nursery on the same day is everything to me. This morning and found out she passed away from lung cancer. Aw, so sad. I'm sorry. I can't talk. So sorry to hear that. I changed the name because I'm going to start posting photos and videos of Bill. Oh, I think Bill would get a lot of subscribers because he is a very unique looking cat. He looks like a little distinguished cat gentleman, and he's named after William Shakespeare. So he's really cute. So I think he'd get a lot of subscribers. Chloe, get situated. She's trying to get on the beanbag chair here, and she didn't like it, so she got down. Let's see what else is going on in the true crime. I got a few minutes this morning. Here's something about Cherish Perrywinkle, guys. Remember that case? That monster that killed her? He was smirking in court. This happened in Florida. Cherish and her mom and sister, I think they were shopping like at a dollar store. She was having trouble buying on clothes and stuff, and this man approaches her. It's like, hey, I'll take you to Walmart, buy the girls stuff. He gets Cherish inside of Walmart, separated from her mother and her sister, leaves with her, rapes and kills her. Guess what? He was a convicted pedophile. That's what I'm saying. There's no rehabilitation for these weirdos. So what's going on? Cherish Perrywinkle. Florida Supreme Court takes up appeal for killer who took little girl from store, raped and murdered her. Are you kidding me? Takes up appeal. You don't need an appeal. The Florida Supreme Court is scheduled to hear arguments this week about whether a killer sentenced to death for the 2013 murder of 8-year-old Cherish Perrywinkle should receive a new trial. According to a brief filed in the case, the attorney for convicted killer Donald Smith argued that his trial should not have been held in Duval County due to the case's high publicity and media interest that remained omnipresent through the years. Specifically, the pretrial publicity was so expansive that it saturated the community for years, provided a one-sided and continuous narrative leading to one conclusion at trial: Mr. Smith's inevitable conviction and death sentence, the brief said. Hey, he did it. He was on video leaving the store with the little girl. His DNA was on her. And if I'm not mistaken, he admitted to it. Okay, Senior Assistant Attorney General Charmaine Millsap stated that Smith's trial didn't start until 4 years after the murder. She also added the defense never passed the legal test to change the venue. There was over 4 years between the crime and jury selection, Millsap wrote. Furthermore, Duval County is a large, diverse county with hundreds of thousands of eligible jurors, of which it is difficult to believe that 12 unbiased jurors, uninfluenced by the publicity and indifferent to, or eventually totally unaware of social media posts, could not be found. Smith's attorney argued that autopsy photos of the 8-year-old girl should have never been shown during the trial, which at one point made a chief medical examiner cry during her testimony. Yeah, she had never seen such a horrific case like this. I mean, she had seen some that was horrific, but not like this case. She actually cried on the stand. Oh, it should have been showed. These photos depicted a naked child with severe injuries to her vagina and anus, as well as skin removed from the front of her throat to show deep bruising around the trachea. The probative value was substantially outweighed by the prejudicial effect because to show these images to the jury would shock them and inflame their passions. Hey, they needed to be shown what he did to her. That's my opinion. He got a fair trial. He got a fair trial. I don't think they're going to be going anywhere with that one, that appeal, in my opinion. I remember that freak. Remember he wore a periwinkle colored shirt to trial, and he was there laughing, or well, smirking, doing Duper's Delight and everything. He don't deserve to live. He should be executed as soon as possible. Put him in old Sparky, since he is in Florida. Hey, Austin, if you ever need to talk, just reach out to us. Reach out to me. I'm always here. The major problem is he's still alive. Exactly. I have never seen a suspect act like that. Well, he wasn't a suspect. Well, you know what I mean. I've never seen anyone act like that in court. When you're talking about a murdered child. I can remember the medical examiner breaking down. He bit this child and everything, y'all. His teeth print matched up. He bit her on the little top area, I'll say it like that, and everything. It strangled her. He got Cherish's mom in Walmart, and he's like, hey, we're going to go over to McDonald's. And he left the store with Cherish. Now, I try not to be too judgmental, but I mean, you could tell this guy is a weirdo just by looking at him. Why in the hell did she go to Walmart with the stranger? Was she that desperate for clothes? I mean, I'm not trying to victim bash. It's not her mom's fault what he done, that he's a sicko. But you cannot trust people. Please never go shopping with anybody or get in a vehicle with a stranger. She probably thought the man, was doing it because maybe he wanted to go out with her or something, but no. He was eyeballing Cherish. JG, welcome. Good morning. It's disgusting. I can't believe they're even giving this case another look. But of course, unfortunately, he's got rights. He's got the rights to appeals. I think they should just execute him and get it over with. Hey, taxpayers are having to pay to keep that piece of crap alive, Oh, let me show y'all some weirdos. I want to show y'all this mugshot of this dude, man. His tattoos. They had a shootout with police. It's like it says a 2-state shooting spree. They ran with police. This guy looks like a freaking skeleton. His tattoos. Look at this weirdo. Hey, people's got tattoos. I have no problem with tattoos. I have tattoos. But I think that's so stupid to get your face tattooed. I mean, look at him. He looks like he's freaking decorated up for Halloween or something. People that do things like that are just, I think they are looking for attention. I mean, because if you get your face tattooed up like that, it's going to draw attention, especially when you look like a freaking skeleton. Freaking skeleton king. It says authorities are considering hate crimes and terrorism charges against 3 suspects who killed one person, wounded several others during a 2-state shooting spree last month. The spree began just before 1 a.m. on November 26 in Henderson, Nevada, when police responded to a convenience store where they found 22-year-old Mendiola Jr., Kevin Mendiola Jr., and 4 other people, including Mendiola's girlfriend and younger brother, wounded. More reports of shots fired came into police as they were responding to the store. Several hours later in Arizona, local and state officers responded to multiple calls about drive-by shootings. A state trooper spotted a vehicle that matched the description from both the Nevada and Arizona shootings and pursued until the vehicle veered off the highway and rolled. Christopher McDonald, 28, Sean McDonald, 30, and his wife, Kaylee Lewis, 25, were taken to hospitals for treatment of injuries. Sean McDonald for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound he suffered after he pointed a gun at officers who opened fire, and the other 2 for injuries sustained in the rollover crash. Well, if you point a gun at officers, you're going to get shot. So, Christopher McDonald was taken to a hospital in Nevada and subsequently arrested by Henderson police, who charged him with murder, attempted murder, and shooting into a structure. Sean McDonald and Lewis are in custody at La Paz County, Arizona, where they've been charged with 2 counts each of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and endangerment with a substantial risk of immediate death. Christopher McDonald faces the same charges in Arizona. All 3 suspects were from Tyler, Texas, where Christopher McDonald was reportedly paroled from jail in August. Well, that was a mistake to parole him. So it says the detectives are considering hate crime charges and charges connected to a continued act of terrorism. Christopher McDonald allegedly told detectives that his older brother told him to shoot the black guy and made references to an upcoming war. Wow. Well, they need to be charged with hate crimes. Oh, here's one of the victims. This was Kevin how do you say his name? Mendiola. Oh, crap. Poor feller. It's a damn shame that people just go around just shooting people. Like, what in the hell is wrong with people? That's like prison. That guy in the middle, he looks like he's been smoking some meth or something. His eyes are about to bug out of his freaking head. She's got a freaking black eye, probably from the rollover. Craziness. Well, they'll be going to prison for a long, long time. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Debbie. Good morning. Oh, that's all right if you overslept. Hey, it's hard to get going in the mornings, especially on Monday mornings and when it's cold outside. Cold as crap here. So Friday, guys, or we're going to be talking about, let me think, my mind went blank. Ronald Gene Simmons. He murdered his entire family on Christmas in 1987. So, I want to read up about him a little bit. He was a true nut. He had actually been molesting his daughter, and she had had a baby by him and everything. It's a crazy case. That's all I'm going to tell you about it until Friday. I was looking the other day and I was like, what other cases am I going to do for homicide for the holidays? And then I was like, oh, Ronald Gene Simmons. I done a video on him last year. So every Friday up until Christmas, we're going to be doing a murder case that happened on Christmas or Thanksgiving, around the holidays. Yeah, I got that homicide for the holidays. I know. It's on like, there's a show on Oxygen called that. So that's where I got the name from. I was like, I'm going to steal that name. Because that's a good idea. Last year I did uploads, but this year I'm going to do it on live streams. And then if y'all have any cases that you know about that happened around the holidays, leave me a comment and let me know. So what I think I'll do is the last Friday I'm going to do it on is the 18th, because next week's Christmas. And I don't want to be doing true crime on Christmas. You know what I mean? Anyways, I thought it was a good idea. Oh, also, we're going to be having a Christmas party, ugly Christmas sweater party. And I'm going to be needing some people to come up on panel and be showing their ugly Christmas sweater. Now, my sweater, I mean, I don't think it's really that ugly. I think it's kind of cute, but maybe it is a tad bit ugly. Oh, I can't wait to show y'all. But yeah, I need some panel guests. Lisa, you best be getting your damn phone fixed, because I need someone to help co-host. And I know you got some Christmas sweaters, girl. I know it. I've even got a headband, y'all. It's Christmas light headband that lights up. I found it at the Family Dollar for $1. And I got a Christmas bulb necklace. The one I had last year, I tried to put on my goat. It wouldn't work this year, so I had to find another one. I may see if I can get my goat to wear this one. Well, Lisa, I'm thinking that we're going to have the Christmas party on December 23rd. I thought about doing it on the Saturday before Christmas, and I was like, no, we'll do it like December 23rd. And we'll just play some games and goof off. Maybe we'll do some more Christmas trivia. I'm going to try to do it in front of the Christmas tree. So we got a Christmas tree background. I agreed, Lucy. Hey, we need Bill. We need Lucy's cat Bill to make a guest appearance for Christmas. That would be so cute. He could put a little Christmas sweater on. Maybe some little reindeer here. That'd be so cute. Anyways, are y'all ready for Christmas? I'm so not ready. Not at all. I got the Christmas blues actually now. It's going to be fun, Sapphire. I like to have like the little holiday parties. I think it's fun because we talk about some bad things on here, so I think it's good to have some fun. We may do some Christmas trivia again before the party. Who knows? I'm going to figure out something for us, the channel members to do Wednesday night on the live stream. trivia or something. Try to have us a topic. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to tell you about? I don't know. Let's go back to the crime section. Not that I'm aware of here. I don't see nothing. What y'all's plans for today? Debbie's got the blues too. Yeah, like I'm kind of feeling my blues are not going to go away anytime soon. Except for I'm not ready for Christmas either. I listened today and got my tree lights on. Oh my gosh. I had like the worst time setting up my Christmas tree because I had to remove all the lights on it because they quit working and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with them. Which was weird because Mark used to set up trees and stuff for people, so he couldn't figure it out. But anyways, I ended up taking them off, and it took forever because they're like clamped onto the tree branches. Oh my gosh! But it was still a good tree. That's why I did it. Took the lights off and saved it. They wouldn't work last year when I got my tree up, so I just left them on last year. Just put more lights on. This year, I was like, no, they got to go. He looks ridiculously insane. I'm behind my chat just a little bit. Oh, that guy in that mugshot? I know it. They all look insane. Especially the one that looks like a freaking skeleton. Well, I mean, I was in the Christmas spirit, and then I don't know, something happened, and I'm just out of it. I'm going to try to get back into it, though. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think tomorrow makes like 40 years since John Lennon was murdered. Let me go look. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says 40 years later after his Manhattan murder. Yeah. So I think it's Tuesday is the actual anniversary of it. If y'all's a John Lennon fan. I can't remember, but isn't the guy that shot John Lennon out of prison? My chat's not working. Let me refresh. I don't know what freaking happened to it. Anyways, guys, I think that's probably all the true crime we're going to do this morning. I'm probably going to get off here and get some things done. Crap, I closed out my chat. So I can't even think straight. Get some things done around here, and I will see y'all in the morning. But let me get back to my chat before I get off here. Daggone. I do things and don't even know I'm doing it sometimes, like click out of my chat and stuff. Going to listen tomorrow and trim my other trees. How many trees you decorating, girl? Debbie, I don't know if he's out of prison or not. I thought maybe he's not out of prison. Who knows? Thank you, Yvonne. I didn't feel like it was a great live because I'm not my usual self this morning. So I'm just kind of dragging along here. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'll try to make it more interesting tomorrow. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. If I can find my end button here.